Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Tasiyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham HaKadosh. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across this world, who has spread his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. And may the election be upon your households. Shalom. So, as you can see in the title, brace for impact. Okay, that's what I want to talk about today in this lesson, because as you I hope you can still hear me, but as you should already know, there's gonna come a lot of destruction, and it's gonna be nuclear destruction. Okay, we read in the Bible that World War III was gonna happen, you know, that World War I, World War II was gonna happen, so like, yeah, and that World War III is gonna happen. So we just look around us and we see like, yeah man, that is the case. If you don't see it happening, then I don't know what's wrong with you, man. The spirit is not working with you if you living in La La Land thinking that war is not gonna come. You know, we see the signs, we see Trump acting crazy, you know, America acting crazy, which is Babylon, that great whore. We see Europe also looking at America sideways. So eventually in Revelation 17 it says that, you know, these shall hate the whore and burn her with fire, because the NATO, you know, let me say the EU is gonna also shoot their missiles against America. So what's gonna happen in this World War III, of course Russia also, all these countries, they bombing each other, and America is getting totally annihilated, man, with these bombs. Like after this war, nobody's gonna be living in America, man. It's gonna be burning for so long also. Only creatures, only animals is gonna live in that landmass of America, because there's so much shit going on over there. Nobody's gonna live there anymore, in the kingdom also. So this is gonna be a major destruction that is gonna take place. So the scripture says the earth is gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard, because that's how big of an impact these missiles is gonna have, you know. So let me read it here, Isaiah 24. Let me start at verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay? When you are drunk, when somebody is drunk, they are not stable, you know. They're going from left to right, from left to right. Okay? That's what's gonna happen, you know, with earthquakes. All these missiles gonna create a big impact, man. That's why the title, you know, brace for impact. And how do you brace yourself for impact? That's what we're gonna go into also. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay, this kingdom, this kingdom is done, man. It's gonna come to an end. Yahweh Shemashai is gonna step in. Everybody is gonna see it, man. This is Isaiah 33:6, because like I said, how do you brace yourself for this impact? Well, first of all, you try to follow Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai to the best of your ability, right? Get as much knowledge, wisdom, understanding that you can. Get as much knowledge about the prophecies, mainly in this time, okay? Because then you know what to do and what to expect. You know what's gonna happen next. You know, or what's gonna happen. Even though it might not be in a certain sequence, you've read in the scriptures about a famine, okay, diseases. If you don't know about these things and they come, you're gonna be all shook. Okay, you're gonna be like, oh shit, you know, there's a new disease like we had in 2020. You see? So then you're gonna be not knowing what to do, unstable. Okay, if you focus on the Lord right now, He's gonna keep you stable in those times, and He's gonna make sure that you have a lot of drinking water, eat, you know, protection. Okay, the angels are there also around us to protect us, right? Now eventually, what's really gonna basically save you from this nuclear destruction is salvation. Okay, because Yahushua is gonna come with the chariots, with the angels, to beam up the elect basically, and to keep them safe from the destruction that is about to happen. Okay, but how do you get to that point? Well, this is one of those things, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. Okay, So you gotta get up your knowledge and your wisdom, man. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Now, getting more knowledge is, studying, of course, more, or watching videos, and, trying to make notes of what you are seeing, or trying to remember what you are learning. And wisdom is knowing how to apply the scriptures, okay? Now, also you need understanding. That is understanding what the scriptures mean, okay? So this is what's going to keep you stable in those times to come. In Jacob's trouble, which is a time where the Israelites will be in a lot of trouble, okay, mainly in America also, but also in the whole world, basically, Israelites are gonna be in trouble, but mainly in America, in that great whorish country. So police, you can already see it, man. Come on, man. Police already shooting our people for nothing, just for reaching for your ID, making this movement. It's already enough for them to shoot you. So how much more in a time when that is called Jacob's trouble, man? What do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna be killing us, man, left and right. They're gonna be hunting us down, man. So there's also gonna happen in different type of countries, man. Scenarios like this, like you can see in different type of apocalyptic something like that. I don't know what the word is. Apocalyptic, yeah, I think that's the word. Apocalyptic movies. Okay, you see a bunch of people left and right making like camps coming together, and you're also gonna have these camps that are ready to basically kill Jake, man. Which Jake is another word for Israelites. Okay, we are Jacob descendants. His name was changed into Israel, so we call ourselves Jakes. All right, so like I said, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So you have to fear the Lord, man. That is his treasure, If you fear the Lord, that is actually a blessing, because that keeps you from doing crazy things and dumb things, So like I said, the angels are around us to protect us. Psalms 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. So if you fear him, if you fear the Most High, the angels are there to protect you and deliver them. They're gonna deliver you, because how else do you think that you're gonna be saved from these nuclear missiles, man? The angels are gonna hold back the four winds before destruction come, and they're gonna beam up the elect. So Lord willing, I make another video concerning this also, that the elect is gonna be safe in the chariots, and they're gonna be watching the destruction, that the book of Revelation says, So let me see here. Let me see. Make ready. Because there's also gonna be a time wherein a lot of us, maybe everybody, maybe some of us, are gonna be as pilgrims. If you think about it, a pilgrim is somebody that doesn't have a home where he can just stay. He needs to move from place to place. Okay, why? Because enemies are gonna come try to hunt you down, man. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle." Okay, prepare yourself, man. You gotta prepare yourself. When you're gonna go into battle mode, you gotta put on your battle gear, right? You gotta put on your shin, maybe your shin pads, your arm pads. You gotta put your sword with you, helmet, okay, a breastplate, a breastplate of righteousness, like the scripture says in the book of Ephesians. Okay, you're girding yourself with truth, okay, the shield of faith. So you're bracing yourself basically in the spirit, and also of course with how do you say that, physically. You can prepare some things left and right, maybe a bit of food or drinking water for 2, 3, 4 days in a backpack or something, with some clothing in it, because when you have to go, you at least have some like a backpack or something that you can take with you, maybe a fire starter or something in there. But don't put your trust in this, man, because who says you're gonna be at the place or where that backpack is when shit hits the fan, so to say, when chaos breaks down? You don't know, man. But to have something prepared like that, you could do that, as long as you know and don't trust in this. but you trust in Yahweh Bashim Yashad, He's gonna keep you safe. Okay, ain't no weapons, machetes, guns that you laid up, stored is gonna keep you safe. Same goes for money, man. Gold and silver shall be cast in the streets. It's not gonna be like, oh, let me save up all this amount of money just in case, because when this situation come, maybe I can buy my way out of it. Nah, it's not gonna work like that, man. Maybe for a while, maybe in certain regions you can use it, but it's not gonna be everywhere where you can just use that money, man. Society is gonna be collapsed. What the fuck you gonna do with your money, you know? So anyway, make you ready to that battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. You see, a pilgrim is like going from place to place. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that had no profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry, as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not, as the widowers. Okay, so basically you preparing yourself, man. No matter in what situation you are, you gotta prepare yourself for what is to come. All right. So much death and destruction is gonna happen. There's a lot of more scriptures I can read, but for now I'm gonna close the video because I have to go to training. But basically, like I said, brace for impact. First of all, spiritually, okay, getting knowledge, wisdom, understanding that you need. All right, because what's about to happen ain't no joke, man. Ain't no joke. Okay, I had multiple dreams of seeing destruction, seeing a mushroom cloud, which is like the cloud that comes after a nuclear bomb strikes the earth. Okay, the scriptures speak about this. You know, the heavens roll together as a scroll. Okay, so that's what's about to happen. So how the fuck you gonna prepare for a fucking bomb, a nuclear missile? That what are you gonna do against a missile, man? Like, if you touch fire, so like if you touch fire at the stove where you're cooking, that's already hard to make you be like, hey, shit. So let alone a whole bomb full of explosion and fire. You're not gonna be able to save yourself, man. Okay, you're gonna have people, you know, putting themselves in bunkers. It don't matter. The elect, the angels and the elect is gonna get them out of these bunkers, man. Jeremiah 16:16. Okay, so there's gonna be, of course, heathens that survive all this nuclear destruction, because the Most High is gonna make sure that, you know, these heathens are gonna build up our kingdom, you know, especially Esau. All right, but you know, you're gonna have some survivors left and right, like I said, man. Otherwise, if all the heathens are gonna die, how they gonna come back in the kingdom? You know, how they gonna come back if nobody left? Okay, so that whole story of that everybody's gonna die, the whole planet Earth is gonna be destroyed, that's also another thing that is not true. Okay, Ecclesiastes 1 verse 4 shows you that the earth abideth forever. So the earth is not gonna be totally destroyed, man. So don't worry about it. Neither is there an end of all people. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 16, if I'm correct, shows you this, that not all the people are gonna die. So don't worry about this, because they're trying to put fear in your minds. Okay, but basically, brace for impact. Like I said, you know, like the scripture says, you know, make yourself ready. So with that, Yahweh Tasa, which means Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Basham Yahweh Shai, Basham Makakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across this world, who are spreading his knowledge and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. And may the election be upon your households. God shalom.